You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, and streaming live on Ustream, this is AfterBuzz TV for Mob Wives. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest Mob Wives news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, picking up where the show leaves off and the buzz continues, it's AfterBuzz TV for Mob Wives.
Yes.
Mob Wives.
Mob Wives in the house. And it is
a large
the big old AfterBuzz house that we are in.
Yeah.
And we are talking about the reunion special of the Mob Wives.
But how special
was it? Special?
Okay, well, first let's find out
What
who
was
we're
special
talking
about it?
with today. I have on panel with me,
Pat Lambert.
Yeah, Xena.
and of course, I am Courtney Stewart, here to talk about the really highly disappointing reunion
Highly
special
disappointing.
that is Mob
They
Wives.
couldn't
Just
have
a
made, Wendy
bit.
Williams was the only thing that was. I mean, Renee was interesting.
I love Wendy, and she can do no wrong in my eyes. And I know Xena about to say some bullshit about Wendy.
It's not that I don't.
Okay, so Wendy Williams is
Enjoy
hosting in some
her.
large
Just don't know what
like
she was
living
doing
room of
there.
sorts. Why didn't you like Wendy Williams?
I was just hoping for maybe a little
Like who?
Perez or Andy Cohen
Perez?
or
I think
Okay,
I think
Andy's
it's
not that good at them.
something.
He just recently got better.
No,
at
no,
I
no.
love
reunions.
Andy.
He just Andy was
no.
not
Andy
great
was
at
always like
them.
he's like kind of like
Maybe some
semi cross-eyed,
Maria.
like he's like kind of cross-eyed and he's like, what do you think?
Not
over
really
there? Like,
involved, and he's gotten better. But he's
gotten
way
a lot better. Yeah,
Even,
yeah.
even his little show, Watch What Happens Live,
yeah,
he's gotten way
and
better.
he produces them, so
Yeah.
like credit to that.
Yeah,
But
but
Wendy
Maybe
was one of the best
given
I've
the
seen.
material she had to work with,
She had
made-
nothing. She
I
had
mean-
didn't have
nothing.
anything to work with.
She made wine out of water.
She was
but
excited every time that she talked, and she
And she got
knew
some
her
cute
stuff.
little
You
funny
know,
stuff. You know,
She got gossipy.
A little
She
did a bit.
gossipy. She did a little
she brought it
bit.
out of him.
Either way, she fit in. I think that she was an appropriate fit
Right.
for the
I think she was a great
women.
fit. I think
She's
she
a
almost
Jersey
classed it up.
girl.
Wendy Williams classed up this special, which is a big stretch.
Impressive.
A big
Impressive.
stretch.
Even with the
The sad thing about this special was the season itself. You know, we kind of broke down every episode. A lot of times there wasn't too much to break down.
nah.
You know, like this show, I'm kind of amazed that they're picking it up for a second season. Maybe it did well in the ratings, but
Because the fighting.
to me,
when they did actually fight.
You
to me,
know?
it wasn't enough. To me, there weren't enough secondary characters or even primary characters to really have a hearty story. The four girls, how many times can we see them go to Subway and have lunch together? Like, how many times
You know?
can we take, like, non-impressive shots of seagulls going over, like, parking lots? Like, you know, like, how impressive was
But
Her-
we
Hey.
all
what they
want to
do.
sit on the edge of our seats and
Sure
wait
do.
for Drita to
It's when they
bust
fight.
Karen
it was
in
when
the
they
face.
exactly. It was when they
Exactly.
fought that it was any, but there were only two fights.
But that's
I
what
thought
we
they were
were
gonna
waiting for
finish
the
that
whole
up this
time.
reunion.
I mean, the
Special-
reality is there were only 10 episodes. So, I mean, you know, you got to have the fight build up. So technically each fight was at least 2 episodes.
Right.
Then you got a couple of filler episodes. Then you got the beginning and the ending episode. So that's
The
pretty much your
rest still
season.
in.
That's your season.
Thing is,
Yes.
I mean,
Go Wendy Williams'
It's
hair.
like the rest still
Yo,
in.
the blonde wig is doing her thing. Okay?
is that a blonde? Is that a wig?
She always wears
Let's
wigs.
talk about
she never has her
extensions.
actual hair on. Her wigs are on point.
Oh, absolutely. Wendy
Karen.
Williams' wigs are on point.
Karen.
But Karen.
Let's just launch into the ladies and what they look like. Okay,
Ooh.
so I loved
Drita looked great.
of
our
course.
lovely Pat Lambert had a
Heartbreak
wonderful
is a great look on her.
Pat had a wonderful comment. He said that there are basically it was the cows versus the gazelles
Oh
while
my
we were watching,
gosh.
and I thought it was hilarious, and it's actually fairly accurate.
Karen and
So let's talk about the cows. Even
The
though
grenades
I
on
love-
landmines.
start with Renee. Renee, who's
Renee
a stylist
is a
for
diva,
50
but I
Cent.
think she kind of diva, right? Because she's got her bling is blinging. Do you see the ring on
And
her
the
finger?
furs.
Whoosh.
I mean,
And this, I mean, she went simple because
she
she knows
looks
she's
she
a
looks
big
simple.
girl.
You know,
It
she's
is
a big girl
simple
in a
for
black
her
dress. She was
this
smart.
evening.
Black, she's showing legs. She got her heels on.
And she always has like,
and
if you
she's
look at her
blinging.
face, like it is painted up to
Yeah.
the sky because like she has nothing
and
to
that
work with
slick
there.
black flat iron hair is doing what it do.
It's the bangs. The bangs
bangs.
were
Let it
killer
do
because
it
she gets
well.
angry and then they just get sweaty looking
Yeah.
and it never looks right.
But the second cow,
She was a hot mess. I think Karen is a okay. Karen's such a fucking
She's
waste
even
of time.
bigger right now.
Karen.
She has been the most annoying waste of space and a lot of space this entire season. And it blows me away that Drita, who's like kind of hot,
Vortex black
and they keep talking
hole.
about like, oh, like she used to screw around. I'm like, no, is Drita never gonna be like, my man would never touch you? Like, look at you, like.
Well,
She's
he
not
did.
hot. Like, was
They
she hot in the day? Like, I really wish
she
we could see a
might have
flashback.
been, but regardless now, like, okay, so the hair
She's had cute moments, but this was
is
dreadful.
bobby pinned in
Absolutely.
her head.
She looked like a moose.
And a little frizzy.
Bobby
And different
pins,
colors.
And it's different colors.
And the dress. Do you
the
notice
dress-
all the other girls crossed their legs? It was like her dress either didn't fit
I
or
don't
she
think
couldn't cross her
could
legs.
cross her
I don't think she could cross
It
her
was
legs.
a little bit tight. But
But
anyway,
even Renee
not
is a.
attractive.
I mean, Renee's not a small
the
girl, but
dress
she
isn't-
looks much
Renee
nicer.
is a diva.
But
She
yeah.
looks
Renee
much
is another
nicer, much more
thing.
put together.
It was really Karen's hair.
The hair, the dress,
And her body.
there's no makeup.
I mean,
the
No,
makeup
No,
is
the
whack.
shiny.
Obviously,
That's
she's
the
not
thing.
wearing
And,
anything
I
to
think it's-
compliment
I think it's
her.
probably hard for them to figure out what to
They
wear
tried to
under the lights.
accentuate-
You know, Renee
Maybe
actually.
fuchsia is not the
Renee
color
Renee and Drita actually looked very good
for
in
that
the lighting.
cut.
You know, everyone else looked good in the lighting. Karen looks very greasy the whole thing.
But I think she is greasy. She just looks greasy.
Something about the orange with the black and.
So
Look
then
at
let's
those fake
skip over.
eyes.
Let's look at the gazelles. They look lovely. I see
course.
them sparkly
Carla
pump-
this whole season has
Carla's
always looked
class
put together.
all the time.
She's never the fashion icon, but she always looks put
But
together.
I love her hair.
Absolutely.
I think
She has
her
great
is
hair.
great.
She
I
has
think
really
she has the
great
best
hair.
And I think Drita's beautiful. And I think her makeup is
Drita's makeup
awesome.
looks awesome.
Her
Her
eyelashes,
her
Always.
eyelashes,
amazing.
beautiful.
I want to know how you got
And the dress
them,
is a
which
really beautiful
thread-
color
what
for
are
her
you
hair.
using? Yeah.
Her hair in this, I thought was so impressive.
She
The color,
looks-
And her dress with her hair, perfect.
she looks
She
very,
looks
very pretty.
phenomenal. And then there's Wendy in the blue. And
Whose
the blue
huge
makeup.
watermelon
Those
boobies were like
boobies.
sitting on
Oh,
that
the
couch.
melon.
Those are popping. But anyhow, so that's how the cows versus the gazelles rate on our fashion scale right now. So then we launch into the episode, and I mean, there's a lot of random ish that went down, but I guess we'll just like run through all of it real quick. So first, is the show scripted? Been an argument we've had throughout
I don't
the
think
season.
it is. I think
Apparently
it's,
it's
I
not.
don't think it's scripted
No?
because like the
Well,
stuff they're
that's what
saying
they
is too
said.
dumb for anyone to have written. But like, you know, like if it's scripted, whoever's writing it is kindergarten.
But
and goes
if
to
it's
Jersey.
not scripted like that, she did move from Arizona back to Staten just
I'm
for
saying
the
it's
show,
not
correct?
scripted, but it's overly produced.
It's yeah.
Okay.
We
I
like,
agree.
here
I
at AfterBuzz,
agree.
we like to call that "dick in the soup."
Oh,
Basically, for the real world, it wasn't a scripted real world this season, but it's what we call "dick in the soup." It's when the producer feels he needs to go around and kind of
steer his
Dick it
way.
out.
Yeah,
Dick it up.
dick. Yeah,
Steering with your dick is not
Got
a good
it.
plan, by the way, guys.
Mm.
You always end up
Bad
on
for
the
hot
wrong
cocoa.
side of the field.
Yeah.
Jersey
Yeah.
Shore.
Yeah.
I won't go there. Anyhow, so scripted or not scripted, no, I don't know. Who cares really? But they're doing it again, so we'll see them again.
That's what blows me away is that they're doing it again. I don't think the show
Maybe
is
they'll
worthy
do it
of
better.
A reunion.
well.
Okay, well, good luck. I think the graphics of the
Test
show
run.
and the song are the best
That
part of the whole
entry
show.
is still killing
The
it.
entry is still hot.
That opening.
I would buy the pilot just because of that.
Drita and that shoe on that.
Those
And
newspaper.
furs,
Drita's
they're like,
great.
whoa.
The furs.
I love
you know?
the
Love
fez.
It fits very well. But as we were speaking of the ladies also, so one of the interesting things that came up is whether or not they're people in jail, fathers, boyfriends, husbands.
Oh yeah,
baby
whether or not they
daddies,
talk to
whether or
them.
not they talk to them about the
Very
show
interesting,
or
actually.
okay about the watch. Well, it was kind of interesting. And I found it really interesting that Renee's father doesn't speak to her at all because of the
Yeah.
show, because Renee's sister is the one who is executive producing the show. and
Stop
came up
it.
with
I also find it interesting that Renee was the one who was like all about family ties and didn't want to talk to Karen because
Yes.
of her dad,
Yes.
and then like does this herself.
He
Like,
Yeah, it was
wants
a
to
little bit out of
if you're
character.
if you're so worried about your family,
What?
why'd you screw it up?
I mean, he's essentially kind of disowned her in a way, I guess. He doesn't want to speak to her because
Oh,
she
good for him.
chose to do the show. So, whatever. So, Karen's dad, apparently, the bull, Sammy the bull, watches and gets pissed off and calls her and about it. And
Mm,
is
he's
upset.
okay
I mean,
3 days later.
I can understand that because it's kind of like he did something wrong and now everyone in the world, like I never knew who this dude was. Now I know why he's like a bad guy
You're
or
young,
whatever.
pumpkin.
So it's sad that his like infamy has to live through his daughter. now.
And it is kind of sad that
And
that's,
she's almost leeching off of his fame.
and that's the legacy that he's leaving behind. And
But I
she's
guess that was his
perpetuating
choice,
that
too. I mean-
legacy. So it's
I
kind
mean,
of
I shouldn't be
gross,
feeling
but-
bad for a mobster who kills people. Like,
And he's in jail. So why do you feel bad? You should go visit him. Okay.
Ooh.
And then there was Lee, of course, who doesn't get to watch it, but apparently listens to it on the phone.
Yeah.
Like, what was that? But
she's
that
like,
was,
he doesn't get VH1.
but that was the first indication that Drita is actually in a very unhappy place right now. Like,
Well, her life's kind of screwed up.
She feel, and
She was
She
so
kinda
she
was
was so
fighting the
passionate and
tears.
loyal.
I felt
to-
like her pain was obvious. Like, she was very like pissy and just not happy.
And it was Karen who just kept coming back in. I'm like, Karen, you don't seem to realize how irrelevant you are to the world, to this show, to these
everyone,
girls. Like,
and it's
you're
just
so
all
We're on to
bad.
you.
Like, God,
So-
she just, really cannot stand that heffalump. I'm so upset. Like,
I
she,
noted
Oh
that
my
too.
God.
I
Wait.
wrote down Heffalump Ho because he called her a Heffalump Ho.
my
like
God,
she's just so
love the
passionately
heffalump.
annoying.
and
I'm
like
like,
she's so like, and granted,
I'm like, have you nothing going on in your life? Is that you need to just rehash this stupid stuff about a
Over-
girl
So
who clearly
Melissa
says
Teresa
we
of
weren't
her.
friends?
yeah.
Like, get over it.
And even if you,
And
okay,
this guy
decide
doesn't
you
even
were
matter
friends.
anymore.
God, he doesn't matter.
It
Who
doesn't
cares?
matter.
But even if you were friends, at this point, she's gone on to marry him and have children with him. So that relationship
kids
is
are gonna see
obviously
this?
way more than your relationship ever
Honestly,
was. Grow up, let
honestly.
it go. She obviously hasn't let it go. But Lee is also a big old nasty hoe and cheated on Drita, as
Right.
we already learned before the season ended.
Shame.
And so we got to revisit
But what's
and
the
figure out
shocker
where
there?
that stands.
It's odd though, because like watching the show, you almost wanted Drita's husband Lee to be a good guy. Because you wanted to believe that it could,
Especially because she was
He's in
saving
jail.
herself for him.
he was in the mob.
yeah.
Like,
They're not good
Obviously
guys.
not
They're
a
not good
stand-up
guys. And all of a
guy.
sudden, like, we're stupid enough to be like, he's gonna be a good guy. He'll come back.
Exactly.
To you.
Yeah.
Like,
He'll come
why?
back to
Why
you.
do we buy into that?
You can't expect somebody to be something they never were.
Exactly.
when there's something that they are in jail.
Exactly.
Fools.
Doing the
There it
dirty.
is.
Is it cheating while he's in jail?
Mm.
Me dropping the soap.
Well, different area
It's
codes.
protocol. It's how you get food. It's how you get food and cigarettes when you're in jail. I
Pat,
gotta
you,
survive somehow.
you speak from
I've
experience.
been tempted.
Have you dropped soap?
I drop
you've
soap-
been
I drop
tempted?
soap every day in the shower. Just
You're
hoping
like,
somebody's
please,
looking.
somebody.
I ain't like, please, somebody. I got Facebook friends. People tweet me. People send me pictures I don't even ask for.
Ooh.
But I do drop the soap sometimes. You know, I'm looking. You know, like,
Here looking.
You gotta
y'all, he looked
practice,
there.
you
He's
gotta
like,
practice on that.
walking down the street.
You
For your
might
big
have
debut.
You just got my rehearse with my shampoo. Got my Beyonce track on. It's my dance style.
You're like rinse and repeat.
Oh shit! I
honey.
dropped the soap. Dove
Help
over.
me out. Help me out.
Anyways, that was my.
All right. So
That was my jail rape story.
yes.
Nice,
Moving
nice.
on.
I'm glad we've got it all
On
planned
that
out.
note, to the mob.
That note, let's go back to the mob. And so all of the men are whores, and they have hoes on the side.
Well, man.
And-
Yeah, isn't that like a cultural thing though?
No, really.
That's what Wendy
really.
asked about because she
She was like,
brought
"There's
up
a
the
term for these
gumara,
concubines."
Yeah,
The
I feel like
gumara?
all of. Oh yes, the gumaras.
The gumaras.
Ooh,
love
wrong
that.
accent. My bad. My bad.
I mean, I don't
No
even know
one's gonna
what
question
is the Staten Island accent with gumara. How
Isn't
would
it
you-
Italian?
I've been
Is it all- are they all
I've been
Italian?
lucky enough not to go.
What?
so.
Yeah.
I just
All
look at
their
it from
all their
afar.
men's cheat on them. All of them. Every last one.
I mean, you know,
Wouldn't that be when
but
you
isn't
realize-
that characteristic of our culture in general?
No, it's
Monogamy is a myth for most
No,
people.
it's
not.
endangered.
I
honey.
fully believe in monogamy. I'm a serial monogamous myself.
I'm a
I hope to be
serial
there one
monogamous.
day.
But
Wah.
I think that it seems to be becoming more and more a myth.
Well, polygamy isn't our nature. It is. I wrote a paper about
Wow.
I think that's incorrect.
it. Polygamy isn't our nature. Women,
don't think
women
polygamy
are
is.
attracted to have multiple men
I think people have animalistic
in their biology.
tendencies. However, I'm
It was so that
monogamy
multiple.
supporter.
It was so that multiple men in the early hominid societies
Oh,
would
I've
take
heard
care of their
this,
child.
I've heard
So you've
about
slept
that.
with like 20 guys and had your baby. None of those 20 guys can kill the baby because they don't know if it's theirs.
That's so gross.
So they would all provide for you. Queen
I
of
don't
the,
want
queen of the
20
castle.
Peters.
All she had to do was, hand out that.
Big
but that's gross
pimpin'.
because
Hand
you
out
have to
that
hand
early
out
hominid
that
bullshit.
yummy stuff to 20 different Peters.
Yummy
and Some of
stuff.
them are nasty.
Different Peters.
I mean, it's hard enough.
Peters.
It's a hard
I've
enough
had
to
a
find
Peter or
one
two. I
good,
dropped that
clean
shit.
Peter.
Okay, no,
Okay,
you are
it is not
no
easy.
lie,
Peter,
honey,
you
no
know?
lie.
Thank
Unless
you.
it was the
No
Bible
lie.
Peter.
One good,
Only
clean
Bible Peter.
And they're not
You know
found in
all about
Jersey
Peter's talking
often.
about
So how we get
dropping
back to
soap
it, you
and
know,
whatnot.
Peter, I was like, oh, Peter,
You know
this
Peter,
one's
you
for
know
you.
Peter, cousin
Oh,
Paul.
shout out.
You know them all, boo.
Boop, up, drop the loofah, Peter.
Can you scrub it before you rub it? Okay, so anyway, this has absolutely nothing to do with the show.
I'm gonna tweet that.
We had
You scrub
to
it before you
make
rub it.
this more
Oh my
entertaining
God.
because the
'Cause we're
dang
more
show
entertaining
was
than
just
that special.
whack, okay, it was
Because then,
so
okay, so then they got to
horrible.
the first fight with Carla and
Um,
Dre and Renee.
So yeah, Carla and Renee, they decided to fight. Okay, so let's talk about this man
curious.
real quick.
What man? Oh,
Carla's
Carlos.
former man. So she's
Okay.
not dating him anymore.
This is retarded. Because
Go ahead.
sorry,
No, go
bad
ahead.
word choice. This is fucked up.
even better.
Like Drita, no, what's her name? Renee
yes.
goes AWOL.
Bananas.
Like because she. Okay, first of all, I do not believe that he like touched her inappropriately. Like,
Yeah, like who the front cares?
I
Like,
like
really?
just because he can't
You graze
get by
your
you by
ass.
the
That
bar,
happens on the
grazes
subway every
grazes your ass
day.
because it's taking up the whole damn booth doesn't mean he's hitting on you. Like, trust me,
Hello?
if he's got Carly, he's not tapping you, Renee.
Okay.
Like, and she's like, it wasn't appropriate. I was like, you're disgusting. Carly's like, yeah, I was standing right there. He tapped my friend's ass. Like, who fucking cares? Like, oh, sorry.
Who cares?
I was like, we're at a bar. Like, we had a drink. Like, who cares? Like, as if it's like a big motherfucking deal. Like, who like cares?
That's exactly
Adrena's
Carla.
like, and what's her name? Renee's like, no, he was trying to rape me.
And then Karen was like, he touched my body too.
And Karen's like, I was touched
I
too.
was
He passed me a
filled
napkin and then
That'll
I'm
be in
pregnant.
chapter
He rubbed
2
on
this
my
year.
neck
You know what Karen's
and it
next
was
thing is?
awful.
I didn't know I was pregnant. That's what show should do.
Oh my
Because
god.
something's hiding up inside there. And it was because he passed her a
my.
napkin.
Right there.
He
It's
touched
right
my
there.
pussy. I mean my napkin. I hate him. I'm from the mob. Renee, crazy.
For
And then
comic
Carla's
relief,
just like,
I want to agree with
Carla's
you.
like, get over it. Like,
For comic relief, I want to agree with you.
he grazed your ass. Like, sorry, everyone in their life has. Like,
I don't think
Okay.
he grazed her
car
ass.
did.
You
couldn't
are
park in the
not
parking spot.
lying, honey.
I think
not
he grabbed
lying.
her
I don't
crotch.
tell lies.
I think he grabbed her crotch.
We didn't see that part. That's definitely
dangerous.
edited.
That's like being like, I fed a crocodile today. Like, no. Ain't nobody going up to that crotch and being like, I wonder what's tickling that pickle. Rawr, it bites.
I think he grabbed her crotch.
Who would grab?
And
wait,
I'm gonna
which
tell
crotch
you
are we talking about? Are we
why.
talking about Karen or
Her
Drita?
punani.
This is my theory. He grabbed the punani.
Yes, you said
He
it.
grabbed the punani. I can't say the other P
Wait,
word.
which punani though? I'm
He
confused.
grabbed Renee's punani. And this is why I think that. So you know how she got all sensitive and like super emotional and she just started like, I can't talk about it, I can't talk about it, I can't talk about it.
Oh my.
She feels like it
Renee.
was like severe violation. So like I think he probably is a drunk and he's a fondler when he's drunk.
Probably.
I think Carla doesn't
But what man
care.
isn't?
There are a
Carla
lot of men
doesn't
that
care.
are not.
None of whom
I
I hang
see.
out with.
I know,
you know?
right? I'm like,
none of
wait,
them
where are
Peters.
they?
None of
None
them
of them
Peters.
that they're hanging out with.
Yeah.
And I think that she probably got her nana touched. And I think she might have liked it a little bit.
Maybe she felt a little
And
guilty.
I think she was a little embarrassed. And she was a little embarrassed because she knows he ain't trying to go for that when he's sober.
What is this psychotherapy shit?
And
Like, no way.
so therefore,
You gotta read between the lines.
next season, we're going to see Carla's ex-boyfriend trying to hump on Renee.
I can't wait.
First of all,
Part
not
B.
even a wild buffalo could hump on Renee. That thing is
Oh,
an
Junior
untamed
was
As long
born
as he's had
that
a
light.
5-year
is right on
sentence,
right.
She is
it's
a
a possibility.
dragon.
She is hot.
Rah, rah, like a
She
dungeon
is
dragon.
fire.
Rah, rah. Nicki Minaj.
It's gonna
anyone?
take a very,
like a dungeon
very
dragon.
strong man to handle
gonna
that
be like a
role.
dungeon
I think
dragon.
that Renee got all
I
kinds
think
of sexy going
no.
on.
I think
she's probably singing that song.
that like he
Boy,
went for the
I'm
bar
gonna
nuts that were up
dance
on the
with
bar,
you.
and she went at the same time. Their hands touched. You know, she
But
hasn't
she
been
was
touched by a man
too
in so long.
violated.
She felt
Her
like she was
emotions were so
impregnated.
violated.
Yeah,
Trust me,
she gotta love
I'm
herself
sure she goes home and
first.
violates herself every night, or like has her son watch.
She
Like,
definitely
she's
doesn't
very-
violate herself at night. That's why she was so uncomfortable when he touched the punana. It hadn't been touched in a long
This is
time.
such
This
a
is a
theory.
great
Punan.
point.
Renee,
He
like I
touched
think
it. She's not used to it.
I don't
being
even think a
touched.
man in a biohazardous suit would go there.
She is not that bad. She's
Have
not
you seen the way she
Carla.
speaks?
Feel
Feel like a dungeon dragon.
And
And then you can just see like this is like Renee's vagina like getting ready as it goes out.
ew.
Like
I
this
don't
is
wanna
its
see
theme
Renee's
song.
vagina.
My
She's like
God.
she's put lipstick on her mouth, but her vagina's like doing this. And
I will not
that
look
to
at
me
you.
is Renee's
I will
vagina.
not look at you.
That to me is a hostile environment.
never wanna
If you
think
talk
about her
Israeli
vagina.
Palestinian,
I can't.
Israeli-Palestinian conflict.
Oh, no, he
Oh
didn't.
my God, so.
That's what I'm saying. One lip,
You
and
gonna
then we got
have-
the Gaza Strip on
You
top.
need to turn that
I'm
off.
saying that place
You taking
is.
this up. We
I'm
can't,
saying that place
We can't
is
talk
a
about
Vietnam
Renee's stuff and
bomb.
comparing it to Renee's vagina.
I did not say it.
Turn that off. You got turned off, boo.
We need to keep the lights on here at AfterBuzz.
You
know,
you going to
Baby
some-
with
you
the
going to some-
lights.
How can you
treading
not
on
love that
some
I
thin
just
ice.
that I just compared Renee's vagina
You
to
are
Nicki
a
Minaj's
hot
Dungeon Dragon
mess.
and to the Israeli style?
You are a mess. We are going
That
to
was
move
great
on from
creativity.
Renee's vagina. Renee's
welcome.
vagina needs some love, and apparently it might be.
So
getting
I
a
think
She
little
gotta love
some.
herself
to
first,
end that,
honey.
I don't.
She's
I
getting
entirely
some.
disagree. I don't think Carla's boyfriend did that. I don't
Who's
think
she
Carla's
getting
boyfriend
stuff from?
did anything.
We'll
And
get there.
even who cares? It's not
News and
Renee's
gossip.
place to go that flippant
Why is
on
Pat still
Carla.
talking about Renee's vagina? We done.
Because I'm
don't care no more.
intoxicated
We're
by it. It's a
done.
poison that I'm
Yo,
infected
you should
by.
You
go
want to
check
get you
on
some
it.
Renee's
I'm getting
vagina?
You should go check on
I
it.
wish I'd never dropped
and
that
drop
soap.
some soap in her.
I dropped that soap and
shower.
she just walked in. that thing.
You want me to
ate
get
me
that
up.
for
swallow
you?
you up by the face.
That thing ate me up and spit me out at
It
Christmas.
would swallow you up in the face. This is such an
Anywho,
inappropriate
well, that was-
conversation. So I'm going to look at my notes and go on because vaginas and things like that are not a part of this discussion anymore. Okay, so
well, then we can't talk about the show.
the next fight that we got to revisit,
Yay.
Vagina
was-
Wars.
more.
You
wars.
stepping my boy, and he stepping my boy.
Now,
and
bitch,
I
that
thought we
picture
were
was on the
She's
wall.
like, oh, yes,
when
I did.
was riding
When I
him.
was riding, first of all,
That alone makes me think
The
Hats
only-
down.
is a bull.
the only thing
whore.
that I want to see,
She really has
Karen,
no class
the only
at
thing
all.
that I want to see
Doesn't
ride,
care about
I only want to see
anything but
Karen ride a
herself.
bull, so that I hopefully will throw her off and break her neck. But
Honey, her dad is Sammy the Bull. We can't. That's gross.
disgusting.
Ew,
Yeah.
you just talked
That's
about
bestiality.
incest and
Dirt.
bestiality all in like one sentence.
that is disgusting, though. The thing is, Drita was very clear. She was saying like it's not about this guy. Even Karen was kind of saying it. She was
That's what
saying
she's been
it's
saying
that
for the
you're
last 20
talking- It's that you're
Just
defaming
spreading
my family.
Because
You're
he's her husband now. Like it's not just this is my freaking boyfriend. You can talk all this
Right.
time. Like watch your freaking mouth.
like I have kids. Like just
yeah.
take that baggage or whatever and let it go. Because my kids, I have a
Please.
family now. Like all you're doing is burning my house down, not burning me.
If
Exactly.
Drita could effectively communicate that, that would be rad.
Yeah,
but
that's why
not
Drita-
in the
that's
real
why
world.
Drita and I are
You
coaching
know.
together. Drita and I are going through.
fun.
We're doing sessions.
You guys are gonna have a
Amazing.
living room picnic
well, can
as
you
well.
have her come in because
Yeah, we
I want
talk
Drita
over
to be my
lemonade.
new BFF. I'm gonna make her classy because she is the bomb jiggy.
You gonna put
Courtney-
her on your
Courtney,
plan?
Courtney, I know that you're scrappy with the
Yo,
way that you talk,
classy,
but you
you.
know, like
Scrappy.
I don't know if you want to get close to that.
I ain't scared of Drita.
Get close.
Don't
I mean,
You
I
can't
talked
fight,
about
boo.
I talked about Renee's.
Oh, I could see
I
you
talked
getting
about
in a fight.
Renee's Dungeon Dragon. I mean, I'm pretty sure that thing's like
I'm not.
Azkaban.
Courtney's a Drita.
See, Pat. I
Both?
think we're talking about two different
Death
things.
Eater.
I'm talking about like BFF. I'm not talking about dropping soap.
You know, that's where
So we're
you and
gonna
I-
move
That's
on.
where you and I differ about everything.
Yeah, I guess because
I
you're
never-
always trying to drop soap because you know,
Girlfriend, my
you get
pockets
some
are.
extra. you
My
know.
pockets got holes in them.
Tap like
I'm
and
just
drop
saying, I'm
it.
just
Wow,
saying.
you do it through the pocket too. God. Okay.
Hey.
And so anyway, so they fight again about this stupid thing, and we finally get to the like amazing footage that like the end of the fight.
Unseen footage.
Worst crap ever. They didn't even jump on each other
bad.
again. I want to flip the table like Teresa.
Yeah,
Are
they
you
were
kidding?
separated. That was it.
They were
That's all we
separated,
saw.
yelling. And by the way, can Karen stop calling people a hoe? Because Karen admitted
Karen's
on
the
camera,
biggest hoe
I F this person,
on the
this person,
season.
and she was like, yeah.
Yeah,
I
she's
did-
like,
yeah, I did.
and you're a rat. You're a
yeah,
rat. I'm
and-
like, stop it, girl.
I'm about to say those things.
I can't like.
Brooke
I'm
Valentine.
not wearing the proper
girlfriend,
bar.
Brooke
I know.
Valentine.
We gotta dance
This
it out.
is classic.
Ridiculous.
Dance it
About to
out.
say the things.
I love that you're singing like the operatic version of this.
Little John, everything he does is gold.
Yeah.
Everything he does is gold or a whore. Painted gold.
Oh my.
Gold plated.
Why is she
anyways.
painted gold?
I don't know. You seen those music videos? Kanye's into some nasty shit.
Oh, Kanye's not into nasty stuff.
I love Kanye.
Kanye's
I'm a Ye supporter.
intellectual.
Minus that.
Crazy as hell, but
That whole Taylor thing, that was just to give her a
let's-
little
oh,
fame. Just give her a little
tangential,
fame.
we won't
Tangential.
even get into the Taylor
Let's not
thing
talk about that.
because
Let's not
obviously
talk
the
about
front of his
Wet
album was
Annie.
like that was some bullshit.
Okay.
He don't care. He don't care. I don't care.
I don't
He's a-
care
he's a
either.
guy.
I was like, honey, I still love you.
Is he like gasping? What's wrong? Why are you
What he did to
gasping?
Taylor was wrong.
Oh,
Oh my God. It made her famous. It made her grow a
She
set.
was a of what?
Fan.
look.
Okay,
was
she's
it
in
the
puberty? She's coming into her own.
dude? She was 19. First of all, that's okay. We're gonna talk
And-
about this for a minute.
And
I was
she's
pissed off
portrayed
that
like
they
she's
tried to
12.
make it seem like she was like this poor little 15-year-old girl.
Exactly, when she was 19 years
She's a
old.
grown woman, okay?
Exactly.
She's an adult. He didn't like run up on some little kid. I'm not saying what he did was appropriate.
It wasn't.
It wasn't classy.
When you're drinking,
it wasn't
it
any of that.
happens.
But what he was saying, number one, was the truth, and number two,
Agreed.
stop tripping. She's not a little kid. And Beyonce let her ass talk.
And now everybody knows who Taylor
So wait a
Swift
second.
is.
So wait a second. We're saying that Kanye, that it's not a big deal what Kanye did because
He
I'm
apologized.
saying that shit was
It's
funny.
over.
I'm saying it was hilarious.
that was amazing. Like I'm so
It made
happy
for
it happened.
excellent television.
Oh, and it
sure
wasn't
did.
that
Career.
big of a freaking deal.
It wasn't.
And she
See,
still
that's
got
where I
to
disagree.
speak.
And
Grow
your
up.
your heart
That's where I
will go
disagree.
on, Taylor.
No way. That's where I disagree
Wah
entirely.
wah, tear, bull crap. You still rich? Who gives a
Oh no
damn?
no no! I
Who
think
cares?
it was
And now
the
she
greatest
rich.
thing.
And
that-
everybody's like, oh my god, I can't believe he did that. And people still can't believe he did. Who cares?
I still can't believe that he did that.
Ridiculous.
Because
If
he's
people
gonna
are
do
not
that,
talking about you, you're not doing it
If he's gonna do
right.
that to a young, nice little girl when he's
You
intoxicated,
don't know her. What if she
They
is the
did lunch
biggest
yesterday,
royal trick
Courtney.
in the world?
Does Kanye know her?
Yeah, she was banging Jake
And
Gyllenhaal
does
for a
Kanye
hot
know her?
second. There's nothing
And Kanye
innocent
knows
about
her.
She might not
that.
be all nice
So wait,
and sweet
so wait,
and whatnot.
Yeah,
Okay,
I don't
Clark,
believe
That's
that shit
not-
for one
It was
second.
a big deal. It was a big deal because he was a big black
Crazy.
rapper and she was a sweet little white girl.
Yeah.
And everybody's mad about that.
Yeah.
I
If it was
wasn't
a little
mad.
angry black white girl came up on stage and was like, this is some bullshit, they would have been fine with it. It would have been
Okay.
dropped like a week
Yeah.
later.
No, it's not about race, though. I'm sure
Oh.
that is a part of it to many people. But it is about a grown-ass man picking on a young girl.
He was not
matter
picking
what.
on her.
He stole the microphone and said,
He did
"You
not
don't
pick
deserve
on
the
her.
award.
But
That is your
look how
moment."
she
Why are we-
handled it, though. Like, look how she handled it, though.
Why
Like
are we
a
talking
bitch.
about Taylor Swift and Kanye West?
If she would
Girl,
have
this girl.
if she just would have made a joke out of it, everything would have been all
It's
good.
fine. Like, it's
Moving
not a
right
big deal.
along.
Obviously, Kanye is insane.
Yo, Taylor. I'm really happy for you. I'm
I'm really happy for you.
But Beyonce had one of the best,
Best
videos
videos
of
of the
all
world.
time.
Exactly. He didn't down her. He didn't
Yeah.
say crap or talk smack about her. He respect what
Exactly.
her flow was. He was just saying that this was better and you don't deserve this.
Like, look, little
That's his
Pep,
opinion.
like, go get you some music cred and come back when you're ready.
Nobody's saying that, that was a
So
nice
what do you-
thing to do,
so
but
what do
it's
you-
not that serious.
It wasn't right, but it wasn't wrong
Look
either.
at Pat.
I'm sorry,
So what do
Patty.
you think wasn't Karen's
We
first
just did
first
that.
chapter?
We just did that so we could imitate what the mob wives fight like.
So what do you think
Nonsense.
wasn't Karen? What do you think wasn't Karen's first chapter of that book?
First chapter, it was about her childhood. She told us.
Second chapter.
Who cares?
It's not
Who
about
cares?
sex.
We already know
Why
what
is she
it
even
is.
writing a book? Who cares?
Does she know how to read one?
I mean, who cares?
Oh my god, this is the greatest
Oh
commercial
my
ever.
god!
And I used the results, and I'm doing
Is
great.
it? Yeah.
I'm
It was
Ronnie
nice.
from Jersey
Let's get
Shore.
back to it. Let's get back to it because now we're gonna run
Badger.
longer than the special, which
It's
shouldn't
all
have even
good.
aired.
It's all
but
good.
the unseen footage.
We're
was
only
dreadful.
27 minutes in. It was horrible because they didn't do nothing. They didn't fight. So
Well, they
whatever.
fought. I mean, Renee was the most.
No, they
interesting
yelled
part.
expletives at not even they.
Like yelled
It was Karen.
expletives.
It was
All they-
Karen.
All they did was yell expletives at each other.
I'm gonna come for you, and I'm gonna keep coming for you.
I really couldn't believe how many expletives they used. Expletives.
It was so lame.
That's great.
It was just
Totally
lame.
lame. I didn't buy anything that Karen girl
Get
said.
in the car. Get in the car. I'm gonna come for you.
Meanwhile, this
Bitch,
girl
I'm
is
right
trying
here.
to
She's
size
Asian.
I'm on the couch
I'm
right
coming,
now.
bro.
I thought you were still coming for me. I thought you were never gonna stop coming for me. I'm on the couch.
I'm on the couch.
You didn't do nothing.
Drita is half her size.
You didn't do nothing.
Half, like, if not a third of her size.
Karen had that. Karen cut up Drita for and put her in her salad that day. To eat. It was a.
That
I'm gonna
sounds
go
a
over
little
here 'cause that
strange,
was-
Pat.
sad.
I
I'll
don't
be
know
in
where
a-
your brain is, Pat.
What's
Okay,
the winner?
but nonetheless, so that was the big footage. It meant nothing. We were bored, snooze, and the last little episode nonsense. I can't even talk. Like it was so
Episodic, yeah.
whack. I don't know. Karen, so we talked about whatchamacallit. What's her name? Renee. And how her exciting life has changed.
Yep.
And I wanted to revisit this for one reason. We had a nice little discussion, last week or whenever the heck that was.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
About her moving on and whether she'd actually move on from
When it
Junior
happened,
and
yeah.
change her life.
Yep.
And you guys were believers.
No.
She was on the fence. He was a believer. So are you still a believer?
No, it was like these two and us two, Betty.
I think that Drita is the star of this show.
Ain't nobody talking about Drita. We talking about Renee.
I mean Renee. I'm sorry. I think
Really?
I think Renee is the star of the show.
Honey.
I think Renee is.
You
going
think
to
she's
be-
the Caroline
I think she's gonna become
Manzo?
infatuated by fame. I don't think she needs a man once she gets more famous, and I think that she's going to ride it for every dramatic moment that it's got. So no, I do not believe Renee will ever be truly happy.
Okay.
So did you say whether or not you
I
think
love how you
she
sort of
was gonna
evaded
end
the
up with
question.
Junior?
But
Such
or
a
with
man.
people or someone.
I do not think she'll go back with Junior, and I do not think she'll ever find a man. So I do not.
So
think
she'll just be alone playing
So
with
I
her
think-
own
I think-
vajayjay
I think that she
forever.
will never.
Man eating
I'm saying,
vajayjay.
Tickle it.
I think she will never. Oh my god. I think she will never go. That's Fraggle Rock down there. That's a.
Fraggle Rock?
There's some gremlins hiding up inside those.
Some Teresa's
Gaza
kids.
Strip.
Oh my.
I think that she will never go back into the mob thing, but I think she's found a mob mentality of her own because she's going to abuse this fame culture thing for everything it's got.
Who doesn't if you're
like
a
Heidi
housewife?
Montag and those like little celebrity whores? They were never part of the mob, but they made the mob.
They
out
were
of
part of
what
the
they
Hollywood
do.
mob.
The Hollywood mob and what they've done as
out there.
cheap, sad
Washed
celebrities.
Okay.
Reality stars.
Used,
And I think that's what she's going to become.
banged, and
I
forgotten.
think, no offense though, I think she's going to be marvelously entertaining the whole time.
All right.
Not marvelously. I won't give her that because she's not actually
Moderately.
Moderately. Heidi Montag, you actually wanted to kill. Her, I would actually listen to on Oprah.
All right. Any thoughts on that, Christina?
I would love to see Renee have her own show.
Renee
I don't
Scott
think
would be
she's
great.
the star of
if
this one.
If we took Renee and had her host like a road rules thing,
but you know,
in
I
Cancun,
think she's
like I'd watch.
stuck
Why?
in the mob life because that's.
Yeah.
I would love to see her.
They even all said that there's no
better
mob
for
anymore. They were
herself,
like,
but-
oh,
Oh, no, they did not.
yeah,
No,
that
no,
was
they
the-
did not.
Oh my god, no. Okay,
They
If
were
there was no
avoiding
mob anymore,
answering a
just
question.
6 months ago when they shot this, the fake Fed bust with the
Oh, yeah,
127
that's right.
mob members, the mob definitely still exists. And
I
in
agree.
addition,
But none of them are a
maybe
part of
not
that.
on the level that we think about it, but it definitely still exists. Organized
Absolutely.
crime still exists.
It's out
well,
there.
Whitey Bulger
And
just got arrested in Santa Monica here.
Renee, oh
Whitey
yeah,
Bulger, 90 deaths. In
yeah,
Boston.
he's like 900
Irish
years
mob.
old.
Oh
and
yeah, yeah,
he'd been
yeah,
hiding
yeah.
forever.
That old ass man.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
afraid.
old. It's like it's kind of like them prosecuting Willie Nelson for smoking weed. Like
Oh,
at this
don't
point,
do it.
really?
Sad.
You're right, because why the 90 murders?
medication.
you
Yeah,
know?
somebody just shoot
Might as
him.
well just smoked it up.
Just whatever.
Somebody just shoot
And I
him.
guess I don't know.
Somebody just shoot him. Courtney Stewart's
I'm
politics.
sorry, that's my politics.
Then there's my
Oh, because
politics.
they're about to spend. You know how much tax money they're about to invest in getting that man to go to jail.
AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Yeah, whatever. AfterBuzz.
Did I talk about abortion in this
They're
one
about
or
to
the
lose.
last
Yeah, the last
one?
one. They're gonna
my
spend so much of our
God.
money to prosecute that man, and he's 90.
Our money. I don't have any money, so
Yo,
whoever's
boo,
paying
you
these
pay taxes. You got a job?
Oh, I do
You ever
pay
had a job?
taxes.
You pay taxes.
You had a job.
So anyway,
tax free roadside blowjob.
Oh my god.
That's how you gotta live. That's why I was chosen to host
I
these
can't.
shows.
I don't even know what
I
to
don't
say to
give.
that,
I don't
Pat.
give roadside blowjobs.
I don't know that that's all the truth. I think you be dropping it low and doing it. Like, I need a quarter. Come here.
I know. It's like I got this tax-free day.
How many licks does it take? Okay.
Did I just give head to this
Like
mic?
I seen them.
So inappropriate. And what does it have to do with mob wives?
I'm gonna have to disinfect that.
Ew, that's so gross, Pat. You
Sanitize.
totally molested the microphone.
Oh, this is much more
so
manageable.
inappropriate.
This is much more drop.
Make
Who
the
wants
incision.
manageable?
This is like drop.
Who wants manageable?
This is dropping it.
That'll split you in half, boo. Okay, nonetheless.
Woo!
Either way. So anyway.
As a conclusion.
In conclusion, I think Renee proved my point last week. She's going to stay exactly where she is in her mind because she's dating somebody that has been in her life since they were kids. And we all know she wasn't nothing but
His name is
but the
Junior.
mob. His name is Junior the second. So anyway, Karen's going to be around. Renee's going to be around. They all talked about what they regret, what they don't care about.
I
No-
don't think this show is going to spiral into like anything of the quality of the Real Housewives
Yeah.
fame because like VH1,
Maybe. They might add some people.
VH1
We'll
stars
see.
just never
Might be
succeed
on
as
that,
well as anyone else's.
Well, I-
Basketball wives kind of level.
Yeah,
We'll
it'll
see.
be
I don't think
Basketball
Basketball
Wives.
Wives doesn't even really hold the same.
I mean,
Those
No,
girls
not
aren't
at all.
some people.
Not
those
at
girls
all,
aren't
but
getting covers
to
like
that measure, to that level.
I don't think these girls are gonna get covers because I just think Carla and Drita are kind of over it. Renee is gonna push it for everything she's got, and so is Karen. Renee will succeed.
Oh,
Karen
you
will
know,
I
fail.
think
Karen will.
it's
Karen will
hard
be the
too,
first one
though,
in line.
because the
with
truth
her
of
book.
what
Yeah.
the truth of what makes them interesting is this mob life, which
They
can't
don't live
honestly
anymore.
be portrayed because it's
They're not
elite.
in
Like
it.
you can't. So it kind of sucks because
think
I would
it's-
like.
I don't.
I would like a second
I
better
don't
season.
understand why they're bringing back for a second season. Is my
We'll see. We'll find
honest
out. But
opinion.
in the end, they don't apparently regret anything except all the fights that they had with each other. So, and scene, that
Well,
was the
praise to the
Mob
world.
Wives reunion. So we're going to shoot over to a commercial break and come back with some predictions and close it up.
Yeah.
Want to find out what the AfterBuzz is about?
Janice is a drama queen.
This is the divide that is going to carry the series.
Give us a call. 424-256-1729. 424-256-1729.
It's television, and they want it to be as dramatic as possible.
I mean, it's Shakespearean.
You never know what goes on behind closed doors.
Find out why AfterBuzz TV is the #1 source for after-show content.
Now, in the eyes of Jimmy, Nucky is a villain.
424-256-1729. 424-256-1729.
I mean, who would you guys rather hear that from? Your husband or your best friend?
The wig
When the TV show is over, get your AfterBuzz.
Talons are in this season. The Big Bang. Sing it for us, Pat.
Yep.
I feel like I need a fur.
No.
There's other lyrics. All right, let's calm it down. This isn't the chorus.
I know. Like we don't know this one.
Big Bang. The reason
He's a little off key,
So passionate.
but he did a good like lean
tried.
back. He leaned.
Big Bang.
I love the hands. Very Mariah Carey. Very Mariah Carey.
It's a great song.
All right, kids. So predictions for their lives, for the season 2 that you don't care about.
Okay.
How are we feeling?
I want a bigger, better, more explosive Mob Wives.
I think they're all gonna die
Oh.
at some point. Renee first from heart attack. Karen from
dang.
choke. She's gonna choke on some bacon and
The views
Drina's-
expressed herein are those of the host only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz
Pat
TV.
Lambert. Pat
Drina's
Lambert.
gonna get in a fight and fall down the stairs. Carla, rest it. She'll just die in her sleep when she's old.
I vote that.
Those are my real predictions. And why am I saying that they're going to die? Because I think the series should die. Because I don't think it should be brought back for season 2, and I don't think it'll succeed.
That
I
was
don't think it'll have a season 3.
way harsh tie.
Those are my opinions.
Jeez.
Way harsh tie.
Well, I think that they're going to come back for season 2 because we already know that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Whether we like it or not. And I think it's kind of funny because what the hell are they going to fight about?
What are they going to do?
Who's fucking whose man?
But they already did that. And you
I
said
mean,
the F
None
word.
of them
They
have
might come
sex.
back. Wait,
None
aren't we
of
allowed to
them
say the
That's
F
what
word for Mob
sucks.
Wives?
They
That's
don't
what
have
sucks.
sex.
That's
That's
the
what's
real-
really
that's what's
sad.
really
That's the
missing.
sad part.
That's what's
None of them
missing.
have good, happy relationships with lusty, yummy sex.
See, I don't think any of them are
Maybe
into
that's why they're
lusty
so
or
unhappy.
Yummy. I think they're more into like hardcore, getting
Lust-
punched in the face
Hey,
while they're
that can be
fucking.
coupled into lusty and yummy. Sometimes you want it a little rough.
I think they're like
sometimes you
pulling
want
the
it
hair
sweet.
kind of thing, you know, doing
Not all the time.
So what if this took a turn to like the Desperate Housewives type situation?
I mean, what does that mean?
When could you ever branch this to Desperate Housewives? Like, what would you watch?
just
the
saying,
Desperate Housewives?
Like you stop
well,
watching it
actually-
after the first 2 seasons because it gets super whack? Yeah.
Well, being here
You mean
at
if they
AfterBuzz,
went back to high school, graduated from college, washed their clothes, went to a different state? Yeah, maybe we'll get closer to the Desperate Housewives. You're right, maybe.
well, they
know?
are desperate and they are housewives.
Okay, let's be a little
Desperate for
literal.
lusty.
Well, I'm
Literal.
just saying that's exactly what it
They
is.
should just call it
But their husbands
fame
aren't
whores
there.
who are older than they should be.
Well,
That also equivalents
Also
to Mob
live,
Wives
who
and
also live
Housewives.
in a
On
dirty
that note-
neighborhood.
That's it for
Thank
this
you.
season of the Mob Wives. Come back and join us on season 2 if we feel the need to cover it because apparently Pat
The
Lambert
thing
thinks
is,
it's hot
what
garbage.
Kanye did to Taylor was wrong.
I don't know why he's still talking about
I
Kanye.
don't understand
Can you turn this microphone
how you
on?
can
Nobody
possibly
cares.
think it's wrong.
From producers Kevin Undergaro and Phil Svitek, engineer DJ Jesse Janity, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. If you have questions or comments, be sure to buzz us at info@AfterBuzzTV.com. And you can find us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter by searching for AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
bitch.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.